Did you know that more than 1 in 3 Canadian retirees are now at risk of running out of money earlier than expected? Not because they didn't save, but because the rules quietly changed? New government data shows that retirement costs are rising faster than pensions, benefits, and fixed incomes, and for many seniors, the gap is getting wider every single year. What once felt like a secure retirement is slowly turning into a financial pressure cooker that most people never saw coming. Here's the shocking part. Many of these risks aren't caused by inflation alone. They're tied to new Canadian laws and policy changes that are already affecting pensions, taxes, healthcare costs, and even how long your savings are expected to last. These changes don't make headlines, they don't come with warning letters, and they don't wait until you're ready. By the time most retirees notice, the damage is already done. So the real question is this: are you protected, or are you unknowingly exposed? Because the truth is, a single overlooked rule can quietly drain your retirement income, reduce your benefits, or force painful financial decisions later in life. Stay with us until the end, because the final law we'll reveal is the one that catches the most retirees completely off guard, and it could decide whether your retirement feels safe or stressful. Number 1. CPP Rule Shift. For decades, Canadians believed the Canada Pension Plan was a rock-solid safety net, something you could rely on no matter what. But that assumption is now being quietly tested. Recent changes to CPP contribution and payout rules mean retirees may face a very different reality than they planned for. While many workers are paying more into CPP, the timing and amount of what you receive back can vary sharply depending on when you retire, your income level, and even how long you live. For some, this shift could mean less monthly income than expected during retirement. What makes this change especially risky is that it doesn't feel dangerous at first. CPP statements still arrive. Contributions still look normal. But behind the scenes, adjustments to payout formulas and sustainability planning are reshaping how benefits work. Research on aging populations shows that longer life expectancy is putting pressure on public pension systems, and CPP is no exception. That's why the government is encouraging delayed retirement, because claiming CPP too early can permanently reduce your payments. The practical takeaway is simple but powerful. Timing matters more than ever. Retiring even a few years earlier or later can change your CPP income for life. If you rely heavily on CPP, you may need to rethink when you stop working, how you supplement income, or whether delaying benefits could protect you long-term. Ask yourself honestly, does your current retirement plan still match today's CPP rules or yesterday's? Because this single shift alone can quietly decide whether your retirement feels stable or stressful. Which age do you plan to take CPP, early or late? Drop your answer in the comments that we put serious effort into breaking down these laws. Please subscribe to support the channel. It's just one click, but it helps us a lot. Number 2. OAS Clawback Trap. Many retirees assume that once they qualify for old age security, those monthly payments are guaranteed for life. Unfortunately, that belief can be dangerously misleading. Recent adjustments to OAS income thresholds and clawback rules mean that more seniors are now at risk of losing part, or even all, of their benefits without realizing it. What's especially alarming is that this doesn't just affect wealthy retirees anymore. Middle-income seniors are increasingly being pulled into the clawback zone simply because of modest investment income, part-time work, or one-time withdrawals from savings. Here's where the trap really tightens. A single decision, like withdrawing extra funds from an RRSP, selling a property, or even receiving a pension adjustment, can push your income just high enough to trigger the clawback. Studies on retirement taxation show that many seniors unknowingly lose thousands of dollars per year because they fail to plan income timing properly. The system doesn't warn you in advance. By the time you notice, the reduction has already happened, and in some cases, it becomes permanent for that year. The smart move is income control, not income avoidance. Spreading withdrawals, using tax-efficient accounts, and understanding how every dollar is counted can help protect your OAS benefits. The key question you need to ask yourself is simple but powerful. Is your retirement income working for you or quietly working against you? Because with OAS, what you earn matters just as much as what you saved. Did you know about the OAS clawback before today? Tell us in the comments that we research these laws deeply. Please subscribe to support our work. It's just one click, and it truly helps. Number 3. RRSP Withdrawal Shock. For many Canadians, an RRSP feels like the safest pillar of retirement, a place where your money grows quietly while you wait for the future. But what most retirees don't realize is that the rules around RRSP withdrawals can turn that safety net into a financial shock if you're not prepared. Recent adjustments to minimum withdrawal expectations and tax treatment mean that once you start pulling money out, the government gets a bigger and faster share than many people expect. The real danger appears when RRSPs are converted into RIFs. Mandatory withdrawal percentages increase as you age, forcing you to take out more money each year, whether you need it or not. Research on retirement income planning shows that this can push seniors into higher tax brackets, trigger OAS clawbacks, and reduce access to other benefits. In simple terms, you may be taxed not because you're wealthy, but because the rules say you must withdraw. The most practical defense is planning ahead, not reacting later. Strategic withdrawals before retirement, spreading income across accounts, and coordinating RRSP withdrawals with CPP and OAS timing can reduce lifetime taxes. The key question is one most retirees ask too late. Are you withdrawing money because you need it, or because the law forces you to? Understanding this difference can protect your income, your benefits, and your peace of mind throughout retirement. Have you already started RRSP or RRIF withdrawals? Or is this news to you? Comment below that we put real effort into explaining these rules clearly. Please subscribe to support the channel. One click truly helps us grow. Number 4. TFSA Hidden Rules. The tax-free savings account is often called the most powerful retirement tool in Canada, yet it's also one of the most misunderstood. Many retirees believe that once money is inside a TFSA, it's completely safe and free from complications. But recent rule clarifications and enforcement changes have made TFSA mistakes far more costly, especially for seniors who rely on it to supplement fixed income. One of the biggest issues comes from over-contributions and timing errors. Withdrawals made late in the year don't free up contribution room until the following calendar year, and redepositing too soon can trigger penalties. Research on retirement tax efficiency shows that these small missteps can quietly lead to monthly fines, reduced growth, and even CRA scrutiny. For retirees managing multiple accounts, it's surprisingly easy to cross the line without meaning to. The smartest approach is precision, not guesswork. Tracking contribution room carefully, using TFSAs for strategic withdrawals instead of large lump sums, and coordinating them with RRSP or RRIF income can protect your benefits and reduce taxes. Ask yourself this important question. Is your TFSA working as a shield for your retirement, or could it accidentally become a liability? Understanding these hidden rules can make the difference between stress-free income and unexpected penalties later in life. Have you ever checked your exact TFSA contribution room? Let us know in the comments that we spend hours simplifying these laws. Please subscribe to support our work. It's just one click, and it means everything to us. Number 5. Healthcare Cost Surge. Healthcare has always been a major concern in retirement, but what many Canadians didn't expect was how quickly out-of-pocket medical costs could rise under new policy adjustments. While Canada's healthcare system provides broad coverage, recent changes in cost-sharing rules, prescription coverage structures, and provincial healthcare budgets mean retirees may now shoulder more personal expenses than before. And unlike other bills, medical costs don't wait for you to feel financially ready. Research consistently shows that healthcare inflation grows faster than general inflation. That means even a modest increase in prescription copays, dental coverage gaps, vision care limits, or specialist fees can compound over time. For retirees living on fixed income from CPP, OAS, or savings, these unexpected increases can quietly eat into monthly budgets. A single hospital visit, mobility aid, or long-term therapy plan can shift retirement finances overnight. The smartest strategy is preparation, not panic. Building a dedicated healthcare buffer fund, reviewing provincial benefit eligibility yearly, and exploring supplemental insurance before major health changes occur can make a dramatic difference. The hard truth is this: retirement planning isn't just about how long your money lasts. It's about how well it protects you when health challenges arise. Ask yourself honestly, if your health care costs doubled tomorrow, would your retirement plan survive the shock? Have you planned separately for medical costs in retirement? Share your thoughts below, though we carefully research these topics to protect your future. Please subscribe and support our channel. One click helps us continue this work. Number 6. Long-term care shift. Long-term care is one of the most overlooked parts of retirement planning. Yet new regulatory and funding changes are turning it into one of the biggest financial risks for seniors. Many Canadians assume that if they ever need assisted living or long-term care, the system will fully support them. But recent policy shifts and capacity pressures mean that publicly funded care is becoming harder to access, while private costs continue to rise. Research on aging populations shows that Canadians are living longer, but not always healthier. This has placed intense strain on long-term care facilities, leading to tighter eligibility rules, longer wait lists, and greater reliance on out-of-pocket payments. For retirees, this can mean paying thousands per month for private rooms, specialized care, or home-based support, expenses that were never part of the original retirement plan. The danger is not knowing when these costs might arrive, only that they often arrive suddenly. The most practical defense is early planning. Understanding provincial long-term care rules, discussing options with family before a crisis, and setting aside funds specifically for care can prevent emotional and financial shock later. Ask yourself this important question: if your health changed next year, would your retirement plan still protect your dignity and independence? Because when it comes to long-term care, waiting too long can be the most expensive mistake of all. Have you ever talked with your family about long-term care plans? Comment honestly below that we put real effort into researching these issues. Please subscribe to support our channel. One simple click helps us keep going. Number 7. Income splitting cuts. For many retired couples, income splitting has been one of the most effective ways to lower taxes and stretch retirement income. But recent rule changes and tighter eligibility conditions mean this strategy no longer works as smoothly as it once did. Some retirees are discovering, often too late, that the income-splitting benefits they counted on are now reduced, restricted, or more closely scrutinized. The issue becomes serious when pension income, RRIF withdrawals, or other retirement earnings can no longer be shifted as efficiently between spouses. Research on retirement taxation shows that when income is concentrated under one person, total household taxes rise, even if overall income stays the same. This can also trigger secondary effects, such as OAS clawbacks, reduced credits, and higher marginal tax rates. In simple terms, couples may end up paying more tax simply because the rules changed, not because they earn more. The key is adaptation. Reviewing which income sources still qualify for splitting, adjusting withdrawal strategies, and coordinating retirement timing between spouses can help recover some lost efficiency. But this only works if you're aware of the changes early. Ask yourself honestly, are you still using income splitting the right way or relying on rules that no longer apply? Because in retirement, tax efficiency is not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. Do you currently use income splitting in retirement? Share your experience in the comments that we break down complex rules with care. Please subscribe to support our work. It's just one click, and it truly helps us continue. Number 8. Senior housing shock. For many Canadians, the family home represents comfort, stability, and security in retirement. But new housing and property-related rule changes are turning that sense of safety into a financial shock for seniors. Rising property taxes, updated assessment methods, and reduced relief programs mean that staying in your home may now cost far more than expected. For retirees living on fixed income, these changes can quietly squeeze monthly budgets year after year. Research on senior housing affordability shows that housing expenses often become the largest single cost in retirement, even after mortgages are paid off. Utilities, maintenance, insurance, and municipal taxes continue to rise, while retirement income often stays flat. In some regions, downsizing is no longer the easy solution it once was, as smaller homes and rentals come with higher prices and fewer tax advantages. This leaves many seniors stuck between wanting to stay put and being unable to afford the long-term costs. The smartest move is reevaluation, not denial. Reviewing property tax relief options, assessing home equity strategies carefully, and realistically comparing the cost of aging in place versus moving can protect financial stability. Ask yourself this important question: is your home still supporting your retirement or slowly draining it? Because housing decisions made today can shape your comfort, independence, and financial freedom for decades to come. Are you planning to stay in your home during retirement or thinking about downsizing? Comment below that we research these topics deeply. Please subscribe to support our channel. One simple click helps us keep creating content that matters. Number 9. Digital compliance risk. Retirement used to mean fewer complications, but today it often means navigating an increasingly digital government system. New identity verification requirements, online account updates, and benefit management platforms are becoming mandatory across Canada. While these changes aim to reduce fraud and improve efficiency, they also create a serious compliance risk for seniors who are less comfortable with technology. Recent policy updates require accurate digital records for receiving benefits like CPP, OAS, and tax credits. Missing an online notice, failing to update personal information, or not completing digital verification steps can result in delayed or paused payments. Research on digital accessibility shows that many older adults face challenges with online systems, not because they are incapable, but because the platforms are often confusing or constantly changing. Unfortunately, the system assumes everyone can adapt quickly. The practical solution is proactive management, setting up secure government accounts early, reviewing them regularly, enabling alerts, and asking a trusted family member for support when needed can prevent costly interruptions. The reality is simple. Benefits now depend not only on eligibility, but also on digital compliance. Ask yourself honestly, if your benefits required an urgent online update tomorrow, would you feel confident handling it immediately? Do you manage your benefits online or prefer paper and in-person services? Share below that we work hard to simplify these complex changes. Please subscribe and support our channel. One click truly makes a difference. Number 10. Estate rule changes. Many retirees believe that once their will is written, their legacy is secure. But recent updates to estate taxation, probate processes, and survivor benefit rules are quietly reshaping what actually happens after you pass away. What worked 10 years ago may no longer fully protect your spouse, children, or beneficiaries today. And the harsh reality is this: estate mistakes are usually discovered only when it's too late to fix them. Changes affecting survivors' CPP benefits, probate fees, and asset transfer reporting requirements can significantly reduce what loved ones ultimately receive. Research in estate planning consistently shows that outdated wills, uncoordinated beneficiary designations, and poorly structured accounts lead to unnecessary taxes and family disputes. Even something as simple as not updating named beneficiaries on RRSPs, TFSAs, or pensions can override your written will entirely. In retirement, protecting your income is important, but protecting your legacy is just as critical. The smartest move is review, not assumption. Revisit your will regularly, confirm beneficiary designations, and understand how your assets will legally transfer under current rules, not old ones. Ask yourself this powerful question: if something happened to you tomorrow, would your family be financially protected or financially stressed? Because your retirement isn't only about how you live, it's about what you leave behind. When was the last time you reviewed your will or beneficiaries? Be honest in the comments that we put serious research into every video. Please subscribe to support our work. It's just one click, but it helps us continue bringing you valuable updates. As you've just seen, retirement in Canada is no longer something you can put on autopilot and forget. New laws, quiet rule changes, and shifting policies are slowly reshaping what retirement actually looks like for millions of Canadians. From pensions and taxes to healthcare, housing, and estate planning, the rules that once provided comfort and certainty are now demanding attention, awareness, and smarter planning. Ignoring these changes doesn't stop their impact. It only delays the moment when they hit the hardest. The most important lesson here is not fear, but preparedness. Retirement can still be secure, comfortable, and dignified, but only if you stay informed and adjust your plans as the rules evolve. Small actions taken today, like reviewing benefit timing, managing withdrawals carefully, or updating estate documents, can prevent massive financial stress later. Research consistently shows that retirees who stay proactive are far more resilient than those who assume the system will always work the same way it did in the past. If there's one thing to remember, it's this: knowledge is your strongest protection. These laws are already in effect or on the way, and understanding them gives you power. Power to make better decisions, protect your income, and preserve your peace of mind. Don't wait for a surprise letter, a reduced payment, or an unexpected bill to force your hand. Stay ahead, stay informed, and take control of your retirement future today.